Hi, good morning everyone. This is day 3 or my third session in relation to current problems we've got in this world. Welcome everybody, nice to see you all. It's a lovely day, sun's shining brightly. So let's go and do some yoga. Okay, so we're going to concentrate on the lower back today. Those people who have sort of sciatic problems or just general lower back pain, all the moves we do today will be trying to free up and relax the muscles that cause that. Piriformis muscles, classic, deeply embedded in the buttock, so we'll be doing some of those. But also all the muscles, low back, pelvis, into the low spine. We'll be doing twistings, really good, cat-cows, all that movement to get that nice flowing, relaxed feeling. Once the muscles are relaxed, obviously the impingement on nerves reduces and therefore hopefully reduces pain if you have any. Other than that, it's really good to move this part of the body anyway. Okay, so let's come into our comfortable sitting position. Okay, close your eyes and just feel through the... Okay, so just come into your comfortable sitting position. Relax everything down, close your eyes and see how you're feeling today. Okay, feel through your body, feel everything. Try and relax everything, and if you can't relax certain muscles because they're holding you in this position, just soften them slightly. So feel them and just release them. Okay, arms hanging down from your shoulder sockets. So feel the weight of your upper arms and then bring your hands to wherever that allows them to be. Relax your shoulders, gently press your shoulder girdle towards the floor. Lift through the crown of the head, pressing into your sit bones as you do so. And then just squeeze one buttock. Okay, just squeeze and hold it and then release. Allow your hip bone just to settle. And then squeeze the other, hold the squeeze and then release. Okay, just again feeling, it helps you to identify where that is and also helps to relax it after you've squeezed it. Okay, so feel through your spine and your whole body, and then just focus on your breath and your breathing. So nice, steady, deep inhales, 2 or 3, just to replenish the oxygen in your body, get rid of anything that's lurking in the lower part of your lungs. So nice, steady, deep, natural breaths. Don't force it, but try and feel the air entering the upper part of your lungs, the point just below your shoulder girdle. So feel that point expand, gently press the belly out on the inhale. As you exhale, allow the chest to fall, squeeze the belly towards the spine. Beautiful oxygen as it comes into your body, just makes you feel good anyway. Okay, and then on the next deep inhale, we're going to retain the breath. So lovely deep inhale, hold the breath, and then just make sure you don't bring any tension back into the body as you hold the breath. Okay, so relax everything down and just feel that stillness in your body as you hold your breath. And then nice and controlled, release the breath through your nostrils, allowing everything to fall, ribs to contract, belly pulls towards the spine. And then once more, nice deep inhale, expanding everything, and then holding the breath at the top. Relaxing through your body, no tension. And then release, nice and controlled exhale. And then a final deep inhale, holding the breath. Final time, feeling through your body, relaxing, softening. And then release, nice and steady, contracting everything down, squeezing everything towards your belly. Okay, and then just return to your normal breathing. And then when you're ready, open your eyes, take a soft focus on the floor just in front of you. Okay, just try and focus on that point and get used to having your eyes open. Take everything else in your peripheral vision though, become aware of your peripheral vision and try and see how much you can see whilst retaining one focus. Okay, it's amazing what you can take in if you're conscious of your peripheral vision. Okay, steadying the breath. And then keep that focal point And nice and slowly, we're just going to rotate the torso. Okay, but feel this in your hips and low back. Is a really good way of warming up the low back. Okay, so just start these rotations. You can gently, as you come forward, press into your hands as you come forward. You should feel sort of that movement within your hips as you do this. I certainly do. Okay, and then just increase the rotations, keep the focal point, okay, so keep looking at whatever you're focused on the floor in front of you. And just tune into the movement, okay, the feelings within your body, okay, that warm feeling entering your sort of low back, slow spine, pelvis, hips. Okay, and then just gently start to increase the rotations. Okay, keep breathing nice and steadily, don't shorten the breath or forget about the breath. And then nice and slowly sort of come to steady standstill and come back the other way, okay? Make sure everything feels the same both ways. Okay, we're warming up that low back and spine, okay, so breathing nice and steadily, nice and deeply as we rotate. Okay, using those sort of arms to support you as you move forward. Keeping that focal point. Okay, and then come back to a nice steady state. Okay, and feel through that whole area we've been using, nice and warm. As you inhale, arms out to the side, come up to the top. You can release the gaze now. Look up at the ceiling, look at your fingers, give them a wiggle. Press your arms up, sort of feel that stretching, gentle stretch sides of your body. Take a breath in here. Keep the arms nicely upright this time. We're going to twist to the right hand side. Okay, now try and use your breath as you twist. Inhale, come back to the center. And then as you exhale, use the exhale, squeeze it out as you twist. Okay, it really helps twist, and it also uses your transverse abdominals. Inhale, come back. Exhale, twist one more either way to the right hand side, squeezing those core muscles. Inhale, come back. Exhale, squeezing as you twist. Come back to the center. Okay. Now bring your arms out to the sides. Okay, but pull them back at the same time, so you feel your shoulder blades squeezing together as you come down. Open that chest really wide. Pull those elbows back. Keep your arms back as far as you can. And then keep them coming down behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together as you bring your hands together. Intertwine the fingers. Press the backs of the hands away from you. Lift the arms away from your low back. Okay, nice and slowly release your gaze to the ceiling. Push your chest forward. Feel that gentle curl in your upper spine. Okay, your lumbar spine, your lower spine is still nicely upright. Okay, nice deep breathing. And then release your hands and then just place them on the floor behind you and come onto fingertips if you want. Press into your fingers, okay, that will help you to sort of launch your sternum, your chest forward, just to accentuate it. And then try and squeeze your shoulders together behind you, okay, as you look up at the ceiling. Okay, hold the squeeze, breathe nice and steadily, and then come forward. And you can release your legs from their position. Get rid of the blocks. Give them a bit of a wiggle. Okay, we're going to bend our right knee first of all. We're going to come into a twist, particularly good for our low back. Okay, so you can either hold it just sort of beside that leg, or cross it over if you are sort of more flexible in the hips. Okay, so lift upright. Okay, right legs crossed and over. Wrap our left arm around, right arm around behind us. Okay. Now just allow the body to settle comfortably into this position. Press into your sit bones so your spine is straight. We'll always twist with a straight spine. Okay, now you can squeeze the knee towards you. You'll feel it in your hip if you do that. Okay, now you can either hold it there, or if you feel particularly comfortable and your body will allow, bring the elbow over, forearm vertical, palm nicely open. Pull the belly in so it doesn't impinge on your spine. Okay, take a breath in. As you exhale, use the exhale to squeeze, twist from the waist up. Last thing round is your head and your neck. Now take it easy, okay, softly first of all. As you inhale, come off the twist, so come back to where you naturally started. Exhale, squeeze the twist out again, okay? Keeping the spine nicely straight. last thing round head and neck. Inhale, come back to the centre, or where you started. Exhale, third and final time, really squeeze, feel it, relax everything as you twist. Inhale, come back. Okay, come back to the centre, and then straighten that leg, give it a bit of a wobble, bend the other one. Okay, again, you can leave it here, it's fine too, or cross it over if that feels comfortable. Pull your belly in, get it out of the way of your thigh if it's there, and either wrap that right arm around this time, left arm around behind you. Okay, come into whatever natural position that is. You'll feel it in your left hip already. Okay, now if that feels comfortable, bring that elbow over. Okay, and you can use the leverage on your elbow to help the twist. Also engage all of those low back muscles that are probably nicely warm at this moment in time. Take a breath in, lift through the crown as you exhale, twist from the waist up. Last thing round is your head. Okay, as you inhale, soften everything, come back to where you started. Exhale, use the exhale, squeeze as you come back round. Inhale, final time. Exhale, squeeze everything around. Okay, inhale and come back. Again, give everything a wobble. And then open your legs, okay, as wide as your hips will allow. Again, try not to slouch down, it's easy to do that, it really depends on your pelvis, so be aware of your pelvis, push your hips forward, allow your pubic bone to flick back, okay, that will sort of straighten you up. Okay, engage the muscles of the legs, so push the heels away, flex the feet, spread the toes, press the backs of the knees towards the floor. Okay, so you're sitting up nicely upright. You may be here, by the way, it doesn't really make any difference, just wherever you can get to is fine. Try and keep your feet vertically upwards. Okay, we'll start on this right hand side, so bring the back of your hand to the floor inside that leg. Okay, don't worry about how far down you might be here, okay, but come down as far as you can, other arm vertically upwards. Okay, we're going to do the QLs, which are big muscles in your back, just below your ribs. Okay, now just taking a couple of moments just to get your body used to it. Okay, just gently press your hands up to the ceiling, okay, and then feel the muscles there in your torso. Okay, just feel the ones that you're stretching as you push your hand up. Okay, take a nice deep breath in, and then nice and slowly in the vertical plane, bring that arm over towards the foot that your other arm's facing. Okay, nice and slowly. Okay, until you feel that right hand side of the torso tighten up, should be about there. Okay, now when you're there, hold the position, keep pressing that arm up to the ceiling, and then breathe into that right rib cage, left rib cage. Okay, push it up to the ceiling. Okay, you can feel that extra bit of stretch you can get, and keep that arm coming over if it feels particularly flexible. Okay, don't overdo it. Okay, a couple of breaths here. Bring that shoulder back if it's sort of curled forward a little bit. Final breath here, nice and slowly, come back up. Flow to the other side, so this other arm inside the other leg, back of the hand to the floor. Okay, just get yourself used to it. Other arm vertically upwards. Okay, look up at the ceiling. Okay, and then soften that side of the board. Okay, it'll feel different side to side, so don't worry about that, just accept it. Okay, once you've got that extension, start to bring that arm over in the vertical plane towards the leg the other arm is facing. Okay, feel that muscle, the back of your lower ribs tightening up, hold it, keep pressing the arm away, breathe into that right rib cage. Okay, feel it soften. Okay, the QLs really add to low back problems too, this is why we're stretching them. Couple of breaths here, and then nice and slowly come up, both arms this time. Okay, press into your sit bones, lift so the spine's nicely straight, engage the muscles of the legs. Okay, backs of the knees to the floor, flex feet, spread toes. What I always say, inhale as you exhale, palms facing towards me, coming down. Okay, now try not to curl your low back, keep your spine nicely straight, push your hips forward as you come down. Okay, and then as far forward as they've gone, don't worry how far you come down, bring your hands to the floor. Okay, in that position, walk them out a little bit until you feel fully engaged. There's a lot going on, hips, upper thighs, into your low back. Also your shoulders come into this too. Okay, relax your head and neck, bring it in line with your spine, so tuck your chin in, and then breathe as you hold the position. Okay, muscles are nicely engaged, you can sort of soften, release them, experiment with the feeling in your body. Breathe, soften, relax, release. You can soften the elbows, okay, that will sort of bring the chest slightly forward. Try not to curl in your low spine. Keep that integrity, push your hips forward, pubic bone back. Walking to the right hand side first of all. Okay, now try and keep the length in those arms. Okay, feel the stretch intensify on that side of your bod. Okay, relax, breathe, walk the hands to the centre and then the other way. Okay, a couple of breaths, closing your eyes, feeling everything, breathing. Okay, you should feel sort of the muscles all the way around this back, just sort of softening as you hold. Walk back to the centre. Okay, nice and slowly, sit back up, nice straight spine, and then we're going to twist to the right hand side. Okay, press, we'll bring both hands over the thighs, press into the floor, lift and twist. Okay, you can utilise that movement, soften, come off the twist, use the exhale, squeeze the twist out. Okay, it's much more efficient. Okay, it's helping your breathing, but it's also reflecting the physics of your body, i.e. when you twist it's difficult to belly breathe, it's all upper chest breathing. Okay, so it's helping to squeeze the air in the most efficient way. Okay, release, come back, come around to the other side. Okay, press into your fingers, lift your spine, nice deep breath in, and then again twisting, inhale, release, twisting, inhale, release, twisting with the breath. Coming back to the centre, well done. Okay, bring your feet together. And now, my favourite, try and stand up without using your hands. Okay, now you can either utilise that way, or you can just roll onto a knee and stand up in that way. Okay, take your time, okay, don't overdo it, don't come up too quickly. Okay, but once you're up, come into your comfortable standing position. Okay, Tadasana, mountain pose. Okay, so nice connection, soles of your feet onto the floor. Okay, now just feel how your body's feeling now we're standing up. Okay, feel through your posture, soften the knees, pelvis tucked under. Okay, sometimes helps take the flare off the spine, so hips sink back, pubic bone forwards, or tilt the pelvis is another way of thinking about it. Ribs lift vertically upwards, don't push your sternum out. Okay, lift the ribs up, relax the arms, palms facing forward out to the sides. Shoulders either level or slightly back. Okay, tuck your chin in so your spine is nicely aligned. Close your eyes and then feel through your body as you take a couple of nice, deep, steady inhales. Beautiful. And then on the next inhale, open your eyes, arms out to the sides, up to the top into raised arm pose. Exhaling, swallow dive into forward fold. Now soften the knees if you need to. Okay, nice strong backs. Feeling you tilting from the hips. Come down nice and slowly. Feel everything in your back. Okay, and then allow your arms to go loose. Okay, again bending your knees as much as you need to. And then feel the release in your low back as you sort of soften the weight of your torso, head, neck and arms. Sort of stretches softly that low back. Allow it to happen. You'll find yourself approaching the floor as you do so. Okay, again, it doesn't really matter, you might be up here, okay, don't worry about it, just bend your knees as much as you need to take any pressure off the back, just allow it to soften and relax in its own little way, okay, you can bring your hands to your elbows, it sort of helps you to just isolate that area as well, so you don't have to worry about what your hands are doing on the floor. Breathe, gently sway from side to side. As you sway from side to side, as you come one way, okay, so if we're coming to the left, okay, gently try and, if you've got your knees bent, straighten that left leg a little as you come around, okay, you'll feel it intensified, I never do it, okay, and then the same the other side, so as you gently sway to the right, okay, again, gently push the back of the knee away from you, straighten the leg. Alternative, if your legs are already pretty straight, then just push your bum up to the ceiling, okay, it's just another way of extending things. Okay, then come back to the centre, release right arm to the floor, inhale, left arm comes up and we're twisting around. Now your focal point can be up at the ceiling
or directly down at the floor. Okay, if we don't move our head, it's a lot easier to sort of balance. So pick a focal point, down at the floor is fine, but just keep lifting this arm up, trying to open that chest, trying to bring the arms in line. Okay, release that arm, come down. Okay, replace the other one, inhale, come up the other way. Again, you don't have to move your head with it, you can do if you want. You can leave your head looking directly down. Okay, then release, come back round. Okay, nice deep inhale as you do so, arms out to the side again, nice strong backs, feel everything in your back as you come up. Okay, raised arm pose. Okay, so arms in line with your body. Okay, try and bring them sort of as in line with your torso as you can, so not too far out like this. Okay, we're going to come into chair pose, so nice deep breath in. What we're doing is bending our knees as we bring the weight down. Make sure the weight's predominantly in your heels as you come down, sort of lighten through the toes. And the idea is to bring your bum as close to the floor as you can, but it depends on the strength of your thighs, so don't overdo it. Okay, upper arms in line with your ears. Okay, the torso is slightly tilted forward in this position. Okay, so your drishti, your gaze is sort of angled down at the floor. Okay, so try not to sort of do that with your neck, okay, or tuck your chin in, trying to bring it nice balance so your spine is aligned into your head. Okay, release the arms, bring them onto your knees, but hold the body in the other positions. Straighten your arms, so press into your tops of your knees so that you're nicely sort of supported through your torso. And then we're going to go cat-cow in this position. Okay, so probably better this side. So we're going to gently press the sternum forward. Okay, we're going to curl the pelvis, so the tailbone gets pushed back, the hips push forward. Press into your knees, so keep your arms nicely straight, and then you can look up at the ceiling or keep the head in line, depending on your neck. Okay, but just feel that scoop and that low back arch, and then cat pose. So start to curl the spine the other way. Okay, and again feel through your pelvis. So allow your hips to sink back, your tailbone curls forward, press into your arms so you don't bend your elbows. Okay, and really try and curl that spine. So squeeze your chin down to your pubic bone. Okay, come forward again, inhaling, feeling the spine completely curl the other way. Okay, again, try and really feel that sort of bum or sit bones pushing to the ceiling, hips pushing forward, look up if you need to, and then exhale, again, curling like a cat, scooping that pelvis, pressing into your arms, squeezing through the middle, and then coming back to your chair pose, palms together. Okay, we're going to twist both ways, so twisting to the left hand side first of all. You won't be down this far, otherwise just hold this position. Try and bring your forearms so they're vertically up and down. If you can bring your elbow to your thigh, do so. Press into your thigh, help the twist. This time again, look up at the ceiling or down at the floor, your choice. Breathe. And then release, come back. Oh, I cracked them when I came back, fine. Okay, twist the other way. Okay, lop it over or just squeeze and traverse the abdominals. Again, you can see my forearms are in line. Okay, your drishti, your gaze is up at the ceiling or straight down at the floor. Your choice. Come back to the centre. Nice and slowly release the arms. Oh, feel those thighs as you come up. Okay, nice raised arm pose. Up to the ceiling. Okay, press into your toes. Lift your heels. Hold stable on your toes if you can. Pick a focal point, it helps. As you exhale, release the heels, swallow dive, bend the knees, forward fold. And then come to the front of your mat if you're not already there. As you inhale, come back into the high lunge position. Okay, now we're going to come up from here, so make sure you're nicely sort of stable before we come up. And then pick a focal point. Again, it really helps when you come into these sort of balances to pick that focal point so your head's nice and steady. Come up, arms up to the top. Okay, adjust your gaze if you need to. Feel through your bod. Okay, so bending that knee, so the front knee stacked over the ankle. Pressing into the rear toes, heels pushes back. Okay, hold the position, nice deep breath in.
As you exhale, we're going to tilt forward. Okay, so torso tilts forward, bring the arms in line. Okay, don't overdo it. Okay, it's a lot of pressure on that thigh. As you do so, straighten that left rear leg. Okay, nice and steady. Breathing nice and deeply. And then come up. Okay, turn that rear foot coming into warrior two. Arms in line. Nice space between the fingers. That knee stacked. Okay, that rear foot up to 90 degrees. Okay, that rear leg, it's not locked, but you can lock it and then soften the knee. Okay, press down through the feet, squeeze the heels together. Okay, warrior two, reverse warrior. Inhale, release the rear arm, come to the top, pause, take a breath in, press the fingers up, keep that extension going. Exhale, coming into side angle, okay, bending the front elbow, forearm onto the thigh, upper arm in line. Okay, extend, feel that lengthening from the foot all the way up the leg, all the way through to your arms. Beautiful, couple of breaths here. And then release, come back round into your high lunge. Nice deep breath in, left leg joins right down the dog. Okay, a couple of moments in downward dog, first of the day, bicycle the legs. Hips gently sway from side to side. Okay, into plank pose. We're going to do it in a different way. So we're going to start to arch the back. So press into your hands and try and curl your back a bit like you're doing cat-cow. Okay, so squeeze the hips towards your chin. Okay, and then try and keep the arch as you come into plank pose. So shoulders over the backs of the hands. And then you can release, moving your feet if you need to, into plank pose. So bum slightly above the horizontal. Okay, looking down at the mat, so spine's nicely straight. Okay, press into your toes, push, gently push your heels back, backs of the knees, press towards the ceiling. Okay, squeeze your bum. Okay, supports the low back. Okay, and press into your hands. Again, not too much pressure in your wrists. Try and make them sort of 90 degrees if you can. Okay, and then try and widen your shoulders. So pull your shoulders apart as you hold the position. And then last thing, squeezing the heels of your palms back to your toes, pushing your toes towards the heels of your palms. And breathe, don't shorten the breath. Okay, nice, steady, deep breaths. Okay, we're going to come back up into downward dog. Okay, we're going to come back in the arched way. Okay, so sort of pull your chest upwards, come up on your tippy toes, come into an arch first of all, and then start to move backwards. Release your heels towards the ground. Okay, don't worry if your heels don't touch. Okay, and then come into your downward dog, bend your knees, bring your bum back to your heels, try and help with that alignment in the front. Looking back at your feet or your ankles, start to straighten your legs and come into wherever your downward dog is. Coming back into plank, normal plank this time. Okay, nice and slowly, shoulders over the backs of the hands. Hold the position for a couple of moments, nice deep breath in, and then knees, chest, chin. So release the knees, soften the elbows, allow them to go backwards, lift the chin. Okay, 8-limb pose. Okay, 8 points on the floor. 2 feet or toes, 2 knees, middle of the chest, chin, and 2 hands. Elbows squeezed into the side so you look like a poised locust. Okay, now feel your low back in this position, your bum's up. There's a curl in your low back, soften the belly. Okay, feel it. And then what we do is we then just flatten everything out. So keep your toes where you are and push your body forward. Okay, and then lift your head and shoulders. And straighten your toes, lift head and shoulders, press into your hands, but feel the curl in your back. Nice deep breath in here. As you exhale, release, and bring your forehead to the floor. Okay, and just rest your chin on the floor. Bring your arms slightly further out. Okay, about a foot away from your body. Come into spider fingers. Okay, so spider fingers. Okay, so tips of your fingers. Bring the feet together, squeeze them together. Squeeze your bum, press your pubic bone into the floor.
Okay, elbows vertically upwards, okay, so forearms are straight up to the ceiling and your arms are out to the side. Okay, from this position then, nice deep breath in, lift head and shoulders, press into your fingers, okay, try and leave your low back alone, okay, try and relax it, okay, but just look up if you can, look up as far as you can, and then release, bow to the floor, forehead, inhale, come back up, lifting head and shoulders, press into your fingers, look up at the ceiling if you can, exhale, release, forehead to the floor, final time, inhale, come up, look up, and then release to the floor. Well done. Okay, arms straight out above your head, if you can see them, yeah. Okay, spider fingers again, so nothing's on the floor between fingers and chest. Okay, again, feet, same position, squeeze them together, squeeze your bum, push your pubic bone into the floor. Okay, inhale, lift head and shoulders, press into your fingers. Okay, a little bit more difficult this time, but try and look up at the ceiling. Don't worry if you can't, but just tilt your head as far as you comfortably can and bring your eyes to the tops of your eye sockets. Okay, take a breath in. As you exhale, keep the arms where they are, but just release your head, bow it down, touch your forehead to the floor. Inhale, come back up. Press into your fingers as you come up, look up at the ceiling. Exhale, release your head, forehead to the floor. Final time, inhale, come up, look up at the ceiling, eyes to the tops of the sockets, and then release one hand on top of the other, turn your head one way or the other, and then just relax, let everything go. Breathe nice and steadily. Okay, nice steady breaths. This is the opportunity to feel your breathing. As you breathe into the floor, feel your chest and expand and your belly press into it as you inhale. As you exhale, feel the ribs squeeze together and then pull your belly, try and pull it off the floor as you breathe out. Okay, it's a way of feeling your inhale as you lie on your front, expanding, being as wide as you can on the inhale and then being as thin as you can, your footprint that is, into the mat as you exhale. Okay, we're going to come back up. So hands either side of your shoulders, elbows in, coming into cobra. So inhale, lift head and shoulders, press into hands, release, bum back to heels, come into tabletop position. Okay, now we've just sort of curled the back one way, we're going to curl it the other way, but feel your low back in this position. Okay, try and make it level. Okay, so try not to allow it to sink down in that way. Okay, but try and bring it level, and the way we do that is gently pull the belly up towards the spine. Press into your hands, lift your chest. Okay, wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, tops of the feet, press them into the floor. Okay, that really engages everything into your lower abdominal muscles. Okay, cat-cow. You can soften everything as you lift your head, allow your belly to push to the floor, and then feel your sit bones, your bum. You can see my bum sticking up towards the ceiling. Okay, accentuate it though. And then as you exhale, cat curl. Okay, so it feels so somebody's pulling that middle vertebrae up to the ceiling and allowing everything to collapse around it. So squeeze your tailbone towards your chin, hold the squeeze, feel the stretch in your low back. Okay, nice and slowly release it, soften it, feel everything as you come through, particularly the spine, feel what it's doing. It's bowing completely the other way, look up at the ceiling, press your belly towards the floor, push your sit bones towards the ceiling, press into your hands, lift your chest. Exhale, cat curl once more, squeezing everything, feeling it, allowing it to soften and release. And then hold that cat curl, press into the tops of your feet, lift your knees an inch off the floor. Okay, you can feel the squeeze in your core when you do that. Okay, hold it as long as you can, don't overdo it. Okay, bring your knees to the floor whenever you're ready. Final breath here, release the knees, bum back to heels, okay, nice and slowly, forearms, forehead to the floor, relax everything down, nice, steady, deep breaths. Ujjayi breathing in this position is always what I like to do. Okay, make that internal sound, constrict the back of the throat. Okay, still breathing in and out through your nose, but just making that internal sound. It's just a vibration, it helps your mind to focus and concentrate. Okay, as you breathe in this way, feel through your body. You can gently sway your hips from side to side. Okay, just feel that beautiful feeling in your hip joints. Full breath here, nice and slowly. Coming back up into downward dog, so hands to the top of the mat, tap the toes, come up into downward dog. Okay, a couple of moments in downward dog. As we inhale, right leg comes forward into lunge as you come forward. Okay, an easier way to do this is sometimes some people come there and then use your hand, that's fine. But if you roll your shoulders forward over your hands first of all, it creates space, and then press into your hands, lift your chest, squeeze your knee, and then it's much easier to place your foot. Okay, so come into high lunge on the other side. Okay, I'm going to come up this side, we're coming back the other way now, so if you need to shorten your stance, do so. When you're ready, okay, nice and steady, nice focused as you come up, arms up to the top, okay, into high lunge with your arms raised. Okay, just hold for a position, feel it, okay, making sure that knee's stacked over that front ankle, you're nicely balanced, your torso front and back. Press the fingers up to the ceiling, tilt forward, bring your torso in line. Okay, again, take it easy, just bring the weight forward, feel it, press the fingers away, extend, nice deep breath in. Okay, as you exhale, come back up, release that rear foot, coming into warrior two. Okay, again, just adjust the position. Okay, press down through the soles of your feet, squeeze your heels together, relax your shoulders. Reverse warrior, turn the front palm, inhale, release the left hand to the back, arm vertical, press the fingers up as you exhale, extend, release, come into warrior two, side angle, bend the forearm, bring the arm over in line, press away, and then release, come into our high lunge, nice deep breath in, left leg joins right forward fold, bending the knees, arms out to the side, coming up into raised arm pose, and then bring the arms forward, okay, straight out from you, that's it, press the fingers away, extend through the shoulder blades, nice deep breath in, start to bend the knees, coming down into a balancing squat, release your arms behind you this time. Okay, and you can walk back and then sort of give yourself or support yourself when you come into sitting position. The mat. Okay, fingers pointing towards you. I'm going to come into a reverse tabletop. Okay, so nicely balanced through your hands. Press into your feet first of all, then start to lift your hips. Come into a tabletop position. Release your head so uncomfortable. Don't straighten it forwards or backwards. And the idea is to try and be a straight line between knees and shoulders. Okay, you'll feel this in your shoulders predominantly and also your core in holding in this position. Squeeze your bum. Okay, helps to support your hips. And then breathe and hold. Okay, you can pull or press into your feet, pull your heels back towards your hands and squeeze your bum at the same time. That's a full engagement of your glutes and hamstrings. Okay, breathe nice and steady as you exhale. Bring your bum to the floor and now try and bring it back between your hands. And if you can, don't put your bum down. Okay, pull it between, press into your hands, squeeze, core compression, and then release, come back to the floor. Well done. Okay, give your legs a bit of a wobble. Okay, then bend them once more. Okay, we're going to come into half boat pose, so arms out to the sides. Okay. Nice straight spines. Well, mine probably doesn't look that straight. Okay, and then release your lower legs. So parallel position on the floor, or you can come into this position, it's fine too, or one. Okay, entirely up to you, depending on how you feel. Okay, low boat to high boat. Nice deep breath in, and then straighten your legs a little bit. Come back with your torso, and then bring them together. Squeeze knees, chest. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, squeeze together. Inhale, come back out. Exhale, squeeze together. Okay, release your feet to the floor. Grab hold of your knees. Okay, lift your torso, so nice and straight this time. Okay, pressing into your feet. Okay, and then once more lift your heels. Okay, this time release them. Bring your heels together. Bend your knees. Squeeze your heels towards your bum. Okay, whilst keeping the soles together. Okay, it's a little tricky, I know. Then grab hold of your toes. Right hand, left hand. Okay, and then nice and steady, pick a focal point, and then start to straighten your legs. Okay, again, nice straight back. Don't worry if your legs aren't straight like mine aren't. Okay, it depends on your hamstrings. Okay, but just straighten them as much as you can. Lift everything up, and then just focus. So stare at something, breathe. A couple of breaths. Okay, soften the knees. I'm going to roll over from this position. Okay, make sure there's nothing behind you. Okay, and then under control, roll back. Keep hold of your feet in this position. Okay, you can grab hold of the toes. Okay, so wrap your middle finger and forefinger around your toes if that's comfortable for you. And then release your head to the floor. And then your knees, either side of your torso. Try and squeeze your knees towards your armpits in happy baby pose. Okay. Okay, so keep pulling your feet towards the floor, soften through your hips. Gently roll from side to side when you don't roll over. Try and keep as much of your low back on the floor as you can, okay? So it sort of helps you to indicate where that is if you roll from side to side, okay? And then just hold where you are, and then just try and straighten the legs a little bit and pull your feet towards your head. Okay, again, try and keep as much of your low back on the floor, and then try and pull your feet to the floor with straight legs, or straightish legs. Soften the knees. Okay, release your feet. Bring your knees together, keep them off the floor, arms out to the sides. Okay, we're going to windscreen wiper the knees right to left. Okay, so try to keep them together. Okay, roll them to your left hand side first of all. Your right shoulder blade's your guide. Don't allow it to lift. Okay, inhale, come back up. Exhale, release to the right hand side. Left shoulder blade is your guide. Okay, just try and soften the waist and the side of your bod. Inhale, come back to the centre. Okay, one more either side, so to the left. Inhale, come back. Exhale to the right. Inhale, come back. Hold for a couple of moments, release your feet to the floor, bring the soles of your feet together, arms beside your body, just away, palms facing uppermost, chin tucked in, into supine cobbler's pose. And then just feel the inner thigh muscles, just as they sort of soften, release as you breathe. And then breathing with the pelvic floor, so as you inhale, start to squeeze the pelvic floor muscles up towards your ribs. For the guys, squeeze the muscle that stops you weeing. Okay, align it with the inhale, so as you reach the top of your breath, hold the breath, hold the squeeze. So you're squeezing really tightly, holding the breath, and then nice and slowly under control, release the breath, release the squeeze as well, in line with your breath, so don't release it straight off. Slight tension, okay, helps you control your pelvic floor muscles. Inhale again, this time squeezing in line with your breath, so just increase the squeeze gently until full breath, holding your breath, full squeeze, hold. Release the breath under control, release the squeeze under control. When you fully exhale, you fully release the squeeze. Third and final time, inhale, squeeze, full squeeze, retain. Exhale, release, squeeze, and then relax everything down. Bring your knees back together, arms down by your sides, palms facing down. Press into your feet, feel the connection. Lift your hips upwards, press into your feet. Okay, allow your back to roll off the floor. You can intertwine your fingers underneath in bridge pose if that feels comfortable. Don't worry if
You can't. Okay, tuck your chin in so your spine is nicely aligned. And then press, squeeze your bum, helps to lift your hips. Hold, breathe. Again, you can pull your heels towards your shoulders if you want a little bit more in your glutes. Okay, it's a full engagement if you do that. Soften, you can press into your toes with your feet. Okay, that increases the engagement in the tops of your thighs. And then come back to a balanced position, release your arms, come back down nice and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Squeeze your lower back into the floor, engage your abdominal muscles to do that, hold the squeeze, and then soften, and then straighten your legs, come into your final relaxation, Savasana. Okay, put something warm on if you need to. Support behind your knees if you need to. Come onto a cushion if that's more comfortable for you. You need to get as comfortable as you can be to relax. Okay, no tension in your body. Take a little zap of essential oil, lavender, frankincense or sandalwood. And then once you're ready, scan your body in this position. Okay, make sure everything feels nicely relaxed. No tension, scan your bod, and then close your eyes, gently roll your head from side to side, releasing the upper vertebrae, chin tucked in, and then focus on your breath and your breathing. Nice, steady, deep, natural inhales and exhales. Feeling the movement in your body, that gentle pressing of the belly up towards the ceiling, the expansion through your chest on the inhale. Releasing the breath, allowing your chest to fall, gentle pressure through your core muscles, pulling your belly towards your spine, before you then release, relax everything into another deep, steady, natural inhale. As you breathe, relax the muscles away from the bones. As you breathe out tension. Breathing in, relax. Breathing out, relax. When you're ready, bring your attention back to the here and now. Take a nice deep breath in. As you do so, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and bring your arms up over your head. Give your body a lovely long stretch. Pointing the toes, flexing the feet, and then very slowly bending your knees. Roll over to one side or the other, and then using your hand, press yourself back up to a comfortable sitting position. Come into prayer mudra, sitting up nice and tall. Close your eyes, take 2 nice, deep, steady inhales. Namaste. This is Yahweh, by the way. He's a puggle. You like yoga, don't you, Yars? See you again soon.